take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else does like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I won't please you any way I can. Whatever you give me, a really good feeling.
Hello, my lovely subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video, and this video is entitled The Art of Moving in Silence. Stop telling your business and oversharing. Okay? So this was something that I decided to do after I found out about what gray rocking was. I decided to gray rock my social media, gray rock my life, and I decided to become a more private person because I was experiencing bullying, cyberbullying. Not only that, but in my personal life, I would constantly be attacked. And I had to find out what can I do within myself. It's good to take accountability, and I had to look deep within myself and realize that I was a part of the problem. And the main reason why I feel like I was a part of the problem is because I was oversharing and telling too much of my business to people who were undercover enemies, people who I barely knew. So I have to hold myself accountable and say I was wrong in that situation because my grandmother, for instance, everybody knows I'm very close to my grandmother, and my fiance were both telling me to stop telling all of my business. Even before I got engaged, my grandmother would tell me this for years. Like, Tana, your issue, you're a good person, you're a sweet person, you're a kind person. But your issue is that you tell too much. You talk too much about your business. You tell people too much. You're too open and you're too transparent. And my response to my grandmother would always be, well, I'm helping people. You know, when I share my experiences, no telling who out there could be going through the same thing. And I feel like I'm helping people. I don't feel like I'm doing any harm. But my grandmother was right. It's good to help people, but it's also good to have some mystery to yourself and to keep 90% of your business to yourself. Okay, my grandmother was right the entire time. I'm going to explain to you some reasons why I feel like it's important to be private. So, again, if you're doing a testimonial, like telling, like bringing awareness to narcissistic abuse, bringing awareness to domestic violence, um, anything that you've gone through in your life, whether good or bad, sharing some of your experiences, I feel like you still have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's not to discourage you from telling your story, but you have to be careful because everybody who's watching you does not have good intentions for you, and everybody is not your friend. So use your discernment. If also, don't get online telling your feelings as well. Now, I'm still not perfect at this, but have done a lot better at not telling my feelings, not telling all of my business, because I had a lot of enemies on social media who I didn't even know about. It was people who I had went to school with, who I was always cool with, who I never had any issues with. It was also people who I barely knew who would use all the information that I'm giving them and would throw it in my face. And that's not good. That's not good for anybody's mental health. That can actually spiral you into depression, can make you feel very anxious, and can make you feel like you just don't know who to trust. Because if a childhood friend, somebody who you've known for 10 years, can study you and can find out your business, and you telling them your business, and you're thinking that you're confiding and trusting in them, and they can use your vulnerabilities against you or use your weaknesses against you, then something is wrong, right, with that picture. So you have to do more to protect yourself. You cannot control how other people think. You can't control what other people feel or what they do. But one thing that you can do is you can have full control over your life, and you can do better to make better decisions to protect yourself. Okay? So, One of the things I put on my notes is do not share your personal business online because you could be feeding your information to an enemy. They will then use your information against you. So, yeah, like I said earlier, be careful what you post. Think twice. If you need to talk to God, talk to a therapist, talk to a friend, a family member, a trusted loved one, I would prefer you do that versus going on social media, sharing your personal business with the whole world or with whoever's watching. Because again, you never know. It could be an enemy. It could be somebody who's targeting you, who's trying to find out your weaknesses so they can later use it against you. Okay? Sometimes we get to the point where we want to let our guard down with every single person. And that's very dangerous. And I'm going to explain to you why. It's dangerous to let your guard down with every single person because you don't know what their intentions could be. You don't know who they are to you. You know what I'm saying? So you're sitting back here telling John, telling Kathy your whole life story. And these people could care less about anything that you've gone through. They could care less about your story. As a matter of fact, they don't want to hear it. And in a way, you could be making them feel uncomfortable. So it's good to take accountability too. And it's just not good. It's not good to let somebody know everything about you, every single detail. No, you have to leave some mystery to yourself. If you sit back and you tell everybody everything, what mystery do you have? What do you have to keep to yourself? Nothing, because you just let everybody know everything. Okay? Also, jealous and envious people. If you check out my video that I did before this one, I talked about how jealous and envious people watch you. They watch you, they monitor you. They're waiting on you to fail. They're waiting on you to make a mistake. Any flaw that you have, they will magnify it. So that's another reason why you have to be careful sharing your personal business, because you could be sharing it with an enemy, with a snake, with somebody who does not have your best interests at heart. So be very careful who you share your business with. In the heat of the moment, guys, I'm not judging, because trust me, I've been there. In the heat of the moment, when you get upset, it's easy to go on social media and to explain your feelings, especially when you're dealing with narcissists. Sometimes as victims of narcissistic abuse, we tend to overly explain ourselves. We're trying to convince everybody that this person is a narc. These group of people are flying monkeys. These people are running a smear campaign on me. They're doing this, they're doing that. And all the narcissists are going to do is try to make you out to be crazy. So you're feeding right into what they want you to do. They want you to go on social media, explaining yourself, writing long paragraphs so they can then go and say, this girl is crazy. This man is crazy. So it's like, don't even respond to it. Do what you got to do. Is as far as defending yourself, I will never be a hypocrite and tell people not to defend themselves, because I'm an advocate of defending yourself. I feel like when it comes to bullies, you have to fight fire with fire. You have to defend yourself. You have to shut them down. But guess what? After you shut them down, how about this? You block them. You block them. And some people are not even worth a response. Some people are just trying to provoke you. They're looking for a negative reaction because they're jealous of you. Maybe you are very liked by people. Maybe you do have an innocent aura about you, or just a beautiful light within you. You're an amazing person. And they can feel that, they can see that. So they're trying to bring the worst out of you. They want you to react negatively so they can feel better about who they are. So they can go talk about you. So they can go belittle you. They can use it in smear campaigns. So try to block them as much as possible. Don't even give them a response. Just block and go. Report if you have to. Okay? Like I said, they bully you and they provoke you. They bully you. Guys, bullying is not just for children. Bullying is also for adults as well. People bully in adulthood. And if you don't believe me, then you've been living under a rock. People get bullied in adulthood. So let's stop. Let's break that stereotype that's basically saying, no, not stereotype, sorry. Let's break that whole um let's just break the notion that as an adult you can't be bullied. It only happens to children. You're sadly mistaken, because children who bully become adults who bully, and they do bully. They look for reasons to provoke you. They call you names. They disrespect you. They're rude to you. That's a form of bullying. That's a form of abuse. And you have a lot of people online who are broken people, who are suffering with mental illnesses, who are narcissists, and they're looking for a target. They target people like you and me, who have good hearts, who are beautiful people, who are intelligent, who are talented, who have a lot going for themselves. We're like the perfect target for these narcissists. So they will look for any reason to bully and provoke you. So be careful what you say. Be careful. When I tell you guys, I have pretty much gray rocked my social media where I barely post on there. I'll go weeks without posting. And that's how I like it, because I'm not in no drama no more on social media. I don't have to worry about no undercover snakes or enemies attacking me, using my personal business against me. I had to tell my grandma, Momo, Mom, I call her all of that. You were right. I wish I would have listened to you years ago. This would have spared me so much pain, so much drama. I should have listened to you a long time ago, because you were right. This is the reason why I'm being targeted, because I'm telling too much of my business and folks are already envious and jealous. So just be careful, guys. When I tell you, I'm not saying my life is perfect. When I'm telling you that my life has been much more peaceful, and I don't deal with any drama on social media. It's been months since I've had drama. It's because I stopped sharing all of my business. I barely post selfies. I barely post relationship pictures. I just live a life in private most of the time. I live in silence and I live in private. We keep a lot of things to ourselves. We don't have nothing to prove to anybody. I don't have to constantly post myself. I don't have to constantly update people with everything going on in my life. Forget that. It's not worth the headache. If my family and my friends, the people who really care about me and the people who I really care about, if they want to hear from me, they can video chat me. They can call me. They can pick up a phone. They do not have to hear. They do not have to be on my social media posts just to find out what I have going on in my life, you know? Guys, if you're going through drama on social media with people constantly attacking you over every little thing, stop posting for a while. Stop. Just do a social media detox. Go off there for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months. Do whatever you have to do to protect your peace, because Satan, he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And if he has to use social media to get to you, to make you feel discouraged, to make you feel sad, to make you feel depressed and anxious, that's exactly what he's going to do. So just be careful, guys. Okay. Envious people prey on your downfall when you're on social media oversharing. But one of the things, what they don't know, they can't use against you. So if you don't tell them your business, you're not an open book, they can't use it to hurt you. How can they hurt you with information that they don't know about you? They can't. They cannot sabotage you. Even you can even utilize this towards a job. Don't be in that job telling all your business to all these people, telling them your whole life story. You could be talking to a snake, and they can use that information to sabotage you, to gossip, to talk about you. Trust me, it has happened to me where I'm thinking I'm opening up to somebody who I can trust, or who they would never do me dirty like that. I'm thinking I have a friend. I'm thinking that this person is trustworthy, but all in all, this person is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This person is a snake. And so you feeding them information about you, it's like a gold mine to them. They're happy. First of all, they're happy that you're struggling. They're happy that you're going through it. And now they're even more happy that they can now use this to sabotage you and to get people to turn against you, or to get people to target you for workplace bullying. They can't smear you with information that they do not know. So stay low key, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Stay low key. A private life is a happy life. Look at these celebrities who live a private life. You barely see them in any drama in the media. It's because they are private. They live a happy life. They're private. They're not out here telling their business to the world, telling their every single move. When people know too much, it is very dangerous. Not only is it dangerous for your safety, because them knowing where you are, like say for instance, you're on a date and you tell them your location, somebody could be a secret enemy of yours and they could pop up at that place and hurt you. So one of the tips that I will give is do not post your location. Do not share any pictures until after you've left. Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them where you are, nothing. Because, it has been in the news. It has been in the media where people will find out where somebody's location is. And because they're envious, because they're jealous, they will hurt that person. Also, be careful announcing your achievements and your next move. So if you have dreams, achievements, accomplishments that you wanna achieve, I'm not saying don't share nothing, because I understand that people want to share certain things with their family members or loved ones or friends, but just be careful posting your accomplishments. Be very careful, because again, it could be an envious person keeping up with you, or several people, and they're preying on your downfall. They're jealous of you. They're gonna attack you eventually. At some point, they're gonna attack you. So it's like, just move in silence, sis. Like, you don't have to tell them everything that's going on with your life. Okay? Being open and transparent is setting yourself up for failure. And again, I'm not talking about people who are really bringing awareness to serious issues. I'm talking about just telling your whole life, telling all your feelings, telling everything. That's dangerous, because at the end of the day, you never know who's watching and who's keeping up with you. Okay? Then they could be keeping up with you and watching you so they can put you through the same stuff. This is what narcissists do. Narcissists will watch you, they will stalk you, they will study you, and they will turn around and put you through the same thing. So if you say that you went through domestic violence, or you say that you have fake friends in your life, they will become that. They will become an abuser, they will become a fake friend. So you have to be careful who you trust. Protect yourself at all costs. I barely post selfies anymore. I barely post pictures. I barely post anything on social media. That's not to say I don't share anything. I share some stuff just to keep my followers and my friends engaged. But when I tell you I've cut out 90% of sharing things and my life has been 1,000% peaceful, I found the culprit, guys. I found it. And I do not want to go back to that. Guys, this is going to be the last thing I touch on, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. So I would say giving out sensitive information, like stuff about your childhood trauma, how much you're making, your salary, things about your marriage, things about, personal things that you're going through with your family. Be careful telling those things. Because again, once they have that information, they could easily use it against you. They could easily target you. So just be careful, guys. Again, I'm a work in progress. I don't have it all together. I'm still learning, just like everybody else on this earth. But hopefully I can come up with a video that can give you guys some advice on how to stay mysterious and how to stop oversharing. Because I think that would be very helpful. If you absolutely need to talk to somebody, talk to a therapist, talk to a professional, because at least you are protected by the law. You're protected because a therapist cannot go and tell your personal business to other people or to social media. When you're on social media telling your business, you're not protected at all. But at least with a therapist, they can give you advice, they can help you, give you professional help. Even if you've had bad experiences with one therapist, don't give up. Find somebody new. If that person didn't work for you, find somebody else who will work with you. Always talk to God, pray when you need to. Find some inspirational books that'll help you, self-help books. Also, be careful talking to friends. Sometimes them friends be frenemies. I'm just keeping it real. Everybody who's smiling in your face is not a friend. I don't care how long you've known them. It can be 10 years, and that person could have been an enemy all along. You have to be careful even telling your business to friends, because you just never know whose intentions are pure. So always pray about it. Last thing, even with family, you also have to be careful. You think that you opening up to a family member who has your best interests at heart, but the entire time you're talking with a snake. So be careful, guys. Trust me when I say I'm only looking out for you guys because I love you. I don't want to see anything happen to you. So just be extra careful. Stay prayed up. Stay blessed. I'm going to end this video at this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.